You've gathered your data and now you're ready to analyze it. To find the slope of Y-intercept, click the cell and press equal linest. L-I-N-E-S-T. Choose the Y variables and the X variables. In this case, it's age for the X and then blind spot monitoring interest for the Y. Let's go to our data. Click on blind spot monitoring interest for the Y, press comma, and then find age. Select the first cell and then hold down the shift button, click the last cell, and then press enter. And it gives you the slope of the Y-intercept. To get the linear regression equation, we put y equals mx plus b. So let's type in y space equals m, which is the first number. We can round it if we want. And then plus b, so we have minus 1.14. Okay, to find the correlation coefficient, we press equals CORREL. And then we're going to select that same data from before, the Y data and then the X data. So first cell, hold shift down, click the last cell, and then comma your X values, which was age. Click that first cell, hold down shift, click the last cell, and enter. This is a positive correlation. It's very close to 1, so it's strong positive. So our conclusion is the older the person, the more interested they are in blind spot monitoring. The range for blind spot monitoring interest, for interest we have levels 0 through 4. Let's go ahead and graph the strongest correlation coefficient. From here it looks like the one we just found was the strongest, so let's go ahead and highlight that cell in a different color. Now to graph this, we'll click the cell where it says graphs and then press insert chart. Under setup, under chart type, you're going to select scatter because it might not show up like that. Now for your x-axis, you're going to choose the age. So go back to your data, select age. Now this time we're going to also include the title label. So click that title label and then hold down shift and then click the last number in the data set and then press OK. That's for X. For series, we're going to choose our Y value, which was the blind spot monitoring interest. So we'll go to that, also include the label, and press OK. From here, we want to change the labels. We want to change the X label, the Y label, and the title. So to do that, we're going to customize chart axis titles. So to change the chart title, we click chart title and then go ahead and rename it. Age versus blind spot monitoring interest. And then to change X, we're going to do horizontal axis title. Let's call that age. And then let's call the Y label blind spot monitoring interest level. Now from here we want to change the domain and range to different numbers. So let's click these numbers. Minimum value, let's say is 0. Maximum age, let's say 85. And you can change this number depending on the data collected. It looks like the Y values for this range looks fine. Let's go ahead and type in 0 to 4 anyway, since that is the given range for interest, 0 to 4. Now if you're doing willingness to pay, that would be from 0 to 8. Let's make this a bit smaller. And then to get the trend line, the line of best fit to go through the points, you'll go Customize, find Series, scroll down to where it says Trend Line, click that, and there it is. So on your own copy of this spreadsheet, go ahead and go Student Page and fill out the values for each of these depending on which technology your group received. So find the regression correlation coefficient, make a conclusion, and then graph the strongest correlation coefficient in that set. So strongest one for interest, strongest one for willingness to pay, and then the strongest one for mandate. If it is very close or tied, just graph the top two. Like maybe the strongest positive and the strongest negative.